Start with a new chapter, carbon and its compounds. In other terms, we call it as organic chemistry. Here, what are organic compounds? That means the compounds which are derived from living organisms are called as organic compounds. That means the compounds which come out from the living organisms, you call them as organic compounds. And organic chemistry means the chemistry which is dealing with organic compounds, you call them as organic chemistry. Okay, now let us see what is this organic chemistry. How does it deal with carbon? Carbon has got its own unique nature of carbon, because all the organic compounds, they are now defined as the compounds of carbon. All the organic compounds are now defined as the compounds of carbon. Here, carbon has got the unique nature as it is showing three different properties. One is the tetravalency, second one is the covalent bond, and third is the catenation property. Now let us see what is meant by tetravalency. The word itself has got tetra, that means 4 valence electrons in its outermost shell. Here, carbon, its atomic number is 6. So it has got number of electrons are 6. Number of protons are 6. Now I have drawn the atomic structure of carbon. Inside the nucleus, it has got 6 protons. First shell has got 2 electrons. The second shell has got 4 electrons. Outermost shell has got 4 valence electrons. So it is having 4 valence electrons. So you call it as tetravalent. Now, as we have seen in the previous case, what is meant by ionic bond? Ionic bond means transfer of the valence electrons. Here, if you are talking about the carbon, carbon can neither transfer all its 4 valence electrons. See, for instance, here you have got only 2 electrons, because if in this valence shell, if you have transferred all the 4 valence electrons, what will happen? It will be left only with these 2 electrons. So here it has got 6 protons and 2 electrons, because all the 4 valence electrons, if they are transferred to other element, so if it transfers the 4 valence electrons to some other element, it will be left with only 2 electrons and 6 protons. So thus leading to the instability of the atom. Second case, if the carbon can neither accept 4 electrons from other atom, because if it accepts 4 extra electrons, here already it has got 4 electrons in its shell, if it is accepting 4 more electrons from other atom, then the outermost shell will have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is going to become stable. Outermost shell, it is going to become stable. But what will happen? If it accepts the 4 electrons, then that particular carbon will have 10 electrons. Now if you count the number of electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it became 10 electrons and 6 protons. So there is a lot of variation between the number of electrons and number of protons. So this also cannot be done. That means carbon can neither completely transfer its valence electrons, because then it will become 2 electrons and 6 protons. There will be a lot of variation between these two. Here also it cannot accept 4 extra valence electrons to become stable, because there will become 10 electrons and 6 protons. So as there will be a variation, carbon cannot undergo the process of ionic bond. It can neither transfer all its 4 valence electrons, nor it can gain 4 extra valence electrons from some other element. So what does it do? It is going to form a new bond. Hence, carbon shows it is going to share 4 valence electrons, and it is going to form a new bond, that is called as covalent bond. So carbon is going to show a new bond called as covalent. Let's see what is meant by covalent bond. The bond formed by the sharing up of valence electrons, that means the outermost shell electrons. The bond formed by the sharing of valence electrons to attain stability of the atom, you call it as covalent bond. Example, you take hydrogen atom whose atomic number is 1. Number of valence electrons are 1. So I have taken 2 hydrogen atoms. First one, it has got only 1 valence electron. The second one also has got only 1 valence electron. If an atom is having only one valence electron, it is said to be unstable. So if it has got two valence electrons, then you say it is stable according to the duplet rule. But this hydrogen cannot completely transfer its electron to here because it will become unstable. Similarly, this hydrogen also cannot completely transfer its electron because this will become unstable. So what these two atoms will have, they will have a mutual sharing between them. So before sharing, you represent the hydrogen atom like this. After sharing, what will happen? This dot, this electron from this hydrogen and this cross, that means this valence electron from this atom, both of them will be shared between the hydrogen. So this is called as a shared pair of electrons. Since it is so, this dot and this particular cross, both of them are the shared pair of electrons. Since how many electrons are shared? 1 and 2. 2 electrons are shared. That means one pair of electrons are shared. So you represent this hydrogen bond as H single dash H. So as it shares only one pair of electron, it forms a single bond. Single bond is represented by a single line between the two hydrogen atoms. Now let us see one more example of formation of oxygen molecule. Oxygen, whose atomic number is 8. Its electronic configuration is 2, 6. And number of valence electrons are 6. Here I am representing only the valence electrons. So before the sharing of oxygen atoms, so what is happening? This is oxygen atom. How many valence electrons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also of this oxygen atom, it has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 valence electrons are here and 6 valence electrons are here. After sharing, what will happen? This oxygen is going to utilize all the 8 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even this oxygen atom is going to share up with all these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is going to utilize all the 8 valence electrons. That means these two and these two. That means 2 pairs of valence electrons have been shared. These two, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 valence electrons have been shared between these two oxygen atoms. As they are sharing these 4 valence electrons, now oxygen has got how many valence electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It became stable. Again, one more oxygen atom. How many valence electrons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 valence electrons. So it has shared 2 pairs of electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are there before only. These 4 electrons are there before only. It has both. The sharing is between only these 2 pairs. So here oxygen, it is represented as O double bond O because it is sharing how many pairs of electrons? 2 pairs of electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 electrons. That means 2 pairs of electrons have been shared. Let us see the formation of a nitrogen molecule, N2 molecule. What is the nitrogen atomic number is 7. Electronic configuration is 2, 5. The number of valence electrons are 5. First nitrogen atom, how many valence electrons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second nitrogen atom, it has got valence electrons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 valence electrons means this is unstable, this is also unstable. So what we have to do? We have to form a bond between these two. So what we are going to do is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That means 3 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 electrons will be shared between these two. So what we are going to do is we are going to form a sharing here. So when we are forming a sharing, what will happen? This nitrogen atom is going to utilize these 6 electrons plus already it has got 2 electrons. So now nitrogen has got how many valence electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It became stable. This nitrogen atom already it has got 2 electrons plus this 6 electrons which have been shared between these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So nitrogen is having 8 electrons. This nitrogen is also having 8 electrons. Both have become stable as they are sharing this how many pairs? 1, 2, 3. Total 3 pairs of electrons. That means 6 electrons have been shared. So it is represented by the symbol N triple bond N. 3 lines. It is triple bond as it is sharing 3 pairs of electrons. How many pairs? 1, 2, 3. these three pairs we have drawn it as intersection, like how we have done in the set concept in mathematics. See one more example of formation of the methane molecule CH4. That means one carbon atom, it has got 4 valence electrons. The valence electrons of carbon are represented by the cross, and 4 hydrogen atoms, the valence electrons are represented as dot. This hydrogen has got 1 valence electron, this hydrogen has got 1 valence electron, this hydrogen has got 1 valence electron. So how the sharing will undergo? Now carbon has got this only 4 valence electrons. So what it is going to do, it is going to form a shared pair of electrons. It is going to share these electrons from this. So what it is going to do is, it is going to share all these electrons and it is going to form a bond. Okay, and this hydrogen, it is going to share with these 2 electrons and it becomes stable. Now hydrogen has got 2 valence electrons, it became stable. This hydrogen also, it has got these 2 electrons. That means it has taken 1 electron from carbon and already 1 electron is there with hydrogen. So that also became stable. Now this hydrogen also, it is going to share 1 pair of electron. This hydrogen also will share 1 pair of electron. So now what, carbon, how many valence electrons are there now for carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So carbon has got 8 electrons, it became stable. Hydrogen, how many are there? 1, 2, it became stable. This hydrogen, how many are there? 2. So carbon is sharing 1 pair of electrons with hydrogen. Everywhere you see, carbon is sharing 1 pair of electron. Here 1 pair, here 1 pair, here 1 pair, here also 1 pair. So you are going to represent the symbol as 1 pair, single bond. Carbon is sharing 1 pair of electron with this hydrogen. It is sharing 1 pair of electrons with this hydrogen. So this is how the bond is formed for the methane molecule. The formation of the carbon dioxide. Carbon, it has got 4 valence electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is unstable. So it has to form a stable molecule. So oxygen has got how many valence electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are there. This oxygen also has got 6 valence electrons. Now what this carbon is going to do is, it is going to utilize this pair and this pair. Along with this pair and this pair. So what it is going to do is, it is going to take all these electrons and it is going to become stable. Now how many electrons are there with carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now carbon became stable. Now what about this oxygen? Oxygen is going to be represented like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So oxygen, how many pairs it is sharing? First pair, second pair, 2 pairs. What about this oxygen? This oxygen also is going to share up like this. So oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons are there with oxygen. This also became stable. Now how many pairs of electrons have been shared? This is the first pair of electron, this is the second pair of electron. 2 pairs have been shared between this oxygen, this carbon. Here also 2 pairs have been shared between this carbon and oxygen. So you represent it by the symbol O double bond C and C double bond O. Double bond has been formed because here 2 pairs and here 2 pairs of electrons have been shared. Let us see catenation. This is one more unique property of this particular carbon. It is nothing but the property of self-linking of atoms. Self-linking of atoms of an element through covalent bond in order to form straight chains or branched chains or cyclic chains of different sizes. Now let us see what is meant by straight chain. If the carbon atoms are linked in a straight way, like single bond it is shared, no? So it is linked up with single line, then you call it as a straight chain. Second type, branched chain. See, all the carbon atoms have been linked up in a straight as well as a branch also has been formed. Next one, cyclic or closed chain. Cyclic means what? One carbon atom, carbon, carbon. These are represented as, you can add up any other element. It may be some hydrogen or it may be some oxygen or anything you can add it up later on. But cyclic or closed means all the carbon atoms are linked up in a closed manner. Here this is also one more, carbon, 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 carbon. These are all carbon atoms which have been linked up as a closed chain, and these are the branches. You can add up any other element. It may be hydrogen, it may be chlorine, oxygen, whatever it is going to form in the later cases. So this is about catenation of the carbon.